And see if I push play, it's going to play.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah. So anyway, and then the other end is a cable transmitted to neural data to the nearby computer. That's the little computer, I'm guessing.
So it's probably essentially something more or less like in EEG.
It's called BrainGate.
Hooked up to
state of art. Well, I was reading the NASA documents that came out, and NASA wants to be able to jack people in, and this is by 2050, 2060.
Yeah.
Jack people in to where students are learning a year's worth of information in minutes.
What? They're
I'm not lying.
People out.
Listen, yes, they are. Oh my gosh!
It's like that's how I feel. Like I feel like it's just overload, and my body's like, oh wait, shut down.
Listen, they have a neurodust, an ultrasonic low power solution for chronic brain machine interfaces.
Yeah.
They famously created cyber beetles for the U.S. Defense Department.
Okay, so the future is here.
Due to its extreme scalability, this framework could be applied to the Obama's Brain Initiative, which necessitates large-scale, parallel, and real-time monitoring of neurons. Because remember, I was telling you we were starting to make laws about protecting our memories and getting our minds erased. Right. So the little tiny transmitter is placed directly under the skull, but above the brain, and it can communicate with sensor via ultrasound frequencies, frequencies like I was telling you. Is being processed right now through the FDA. The idea of neurodust immediately sparked the imagination of futurists about a paper which was published on July 8th. It's called Neurotech, is the company. Isn't that wild? Wild, right?
That's scary.
Scary. Yes, it is. It is scary.
Because
are y'all ready for that?
That's what I was gonna say. The future is here, ready or not. And we're not.
No, we ain't ready.
We are not. Okay, a single person is intelligent. We are not intelligent together. That has been proven time and time again.
I don't know. You get a whole bunch of them
in
there.
Stupid. And essentially, as a race, in its entirety and its whole, we are not intelligent. We're still very much primitive in so many ways. It's not even funny.
Alright, so from the U.S. Commission on National Security in 21st Century, this is their PowerPoint. It will soon be possible to connect human brain cells to silicone chips. Due to IT technology, we will witness the death of distance. More than 2/3 of the satellites are foreign-owned. Large-scale missile attacks will be able to overwhelm defense systems. Development of genetically engineered pathogens that will thwart our bio.
Hey, wait. Do you know what thwart means?
I can't remember.
I do not
upset
know.
It, change it. I think it's upset, change, alter. Yeah.
Okay.
Binary bio, imported vitamins, clothing, etc. Food supply. Taro bio, IW, usual plus physical against key nodes such as railroads, take down the economy. This is NASA.
Hold on. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. This is their PowerPoint. Water supply contamination via intercontinental UVA. Okay, so what they're talking about is how they're preparing for the future.
Yeah, they
want to do tagging, which we already know that. Detonation offshore, seabed, methane, hydrate deposits to produce tactical, strategic level tidal waves against other regions.
Yeah.
They want to do more stealth, right? Like I was saying, unconventional nuke delivery. So the Trojan horse, everything. Ships, boats, planes, cars, trucks, packages, cargo, containers. Targeted effects include tidal waves, EMP, earthquakes, radiation, blast. Transcontinental,
this is what
everything.
Okay, this was released, a PowerPoint for what?
NASA and for the 2030.
That's their projection
This
of
is-
what we will
yeah.
be doing.
Yeah, for war.
For
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, so
They go
listen,
into
they
everything.
released a statement that says we will make contact with alien life form by 2030.
Yeah, but you have to understand what Operation Bluebeam is. I think...
No, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying they're already in contact with.
Yeah, they're already
We
doing
are
everything.
I mean, you would be stupid to believe otherwise.
Oh,
You
yes.
can't- Yeah.
Yes.
no.
So they have sensitivity to casualties greatly enhanced by the CNN syndrome. This is their goal. So they want to have long, increasingly vulnerable logistics chain, long, undefendable coastline against underwater threats, beef up the CNN syndrome, make everybody scared, vulnerabilities to terrorism in quotation marks, by beefing up the CNN syndrome. That's what CNN was created just to do that. And they said it themselves.
Yo, this has...
All right, so for natural warfare, they're going to utilize plants, animals, insects as sensor platforms, instruments to indicate presence, movement, and characteristics. Utilize animals for weapon and mutations, insects as delivery systems, feeding, swarming, biting, poisoning.
Wow.
Yeah. So you guys can go on that and find this document if you're interested in that. And I'll send it over to you if you want to read it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
there's
that's
too
crazy.
much that I can go on. So what it is, it was published August 10th, 2013. That this is on TruthStream Media. They played the whole thing, but the actual one from NASA's chief scientist was back in July 2001. It was just a couple months before the 9/11 terror attacks. So the document is put out by them, and anybody can look at it. It's a PowerPoint presentation by them.
Wow.
Crazy. So I didn't mean to go. I wasn't even going to go there, but when you were talking about that, that reminded me of that.
Yeah. So, there you go, guys.
Now but think, if that was third thing, think of all the things that's Ebola. Think of everything that's just happened.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna have to
Swine
look
flu
it up,
happened.
but I think someone today at work told me that, or maybe it wasn't even at work. Someone told me that there was another, there's like an outbreak of the Black Plague again, or I know there was
Small
one.
pockets of it there was, yeah, this past summer.
No, like
Right
recently,
now?
yeah, like.
It's probably going and just spread.
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't it
it's in the
begin
rats.
here? They found it in a improperly managed freezer somewhere that they didn't even know it was in.
It's in the rats and the homeless people and people just in general in compacted areas are getting bit.
Yeah. Well,
That's
yeah.
what I think. But yes, I read that somewhere, but I briefly went over it.
It's just.
So me and Ian was standing in the bedroom a few weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the news was on. And they were talking about they just removed everybody from Cuba because they had a sonic attack. Did I tell you?
Psionic. Yeah, you're
No,
right.
not psionic. That's for the Dungeons and Dragons with the mind. Sonic, like
Sonic,
poof.
like
yes,
okay,
SONIC.
okay.
Yeah, Sonic.
Sonic.
Wow,
okay.
right?
Yes, the
In
sound
Cuba.
waves. Okay, and their ears bled, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
in Cuba. Someone got a headache, passed out, stuff like that. That's crazy. That's scary. Let me see the lighter.
I'm so sad
That's so
over it.
scary.
Okay.
Like, we could just be sitting here and all of a sudden be fucked up. I guess it's better than a
that's
nuke.
D&D.
Yeah, I know, because I kept wanting to say it too. But it's still mind blast. It's still like a superpower.
Well, yeah. Well, it would affect the mind.
Oh my goodness, because we see that only fucking the X-Men can do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the U.S. is like, well, we've only heard of that as in fantasy. We
Fantasy,
didn't
yeah,
know that.
whatever.
I got that shit on tape. I started recording instantly. Ian's like, I had to kick Ian out the room. He's like, what is that, Mom? Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but yeah, that Ian is so intelligent.
I know.
You told me he was scared.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Yeah, it's
Craziness out there.
I can't. Yeah, you're right about us denying it. Like, knowing that it is possible. That's just a line of shit.
I don't know how people can
eat that up.
Yeah. When it's right there. It's like you could read it for yourself. You could find it. It's not made up information. It's not hidden. It's not hidden by no means. That's what's funny.
I may.
People just don't read it.
A window into that. So they say ignorance is bliss. Yeah. So what if they choose to be ignorant?
That's
on
what Matt
purpose,
tells me.
Like, just ignore it.
He's
because
like,
life is easier and not as stressful.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because the world is depressing.
A little bit.
I went into depression once I started. But once you know, you can't unknow.
Oh, yeah. Once you go down the rabbit hole, that's it.
You ain't coming back.
Yeah. No
You don't be thinking right no more.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to unjack from the Matrix. Can't I just eat my steak? Like how that guy betrayed them and went back to eating a steak.
Wow.
I was like, he's like, I know it's happening. I know. He's like, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what we're going to do about it yet, but we're going to do something. We're going to do something. And then I think about the technology, because the kids aren't scared, but we are, and how the old people were scared when shit was changing for us.
Because the young just look at the like, oh, they're just, they're just old. They're from a different generation. They
that's what we said. That's what we said. That's what our parents said.
That's why I know that's what they're thinking. Because I thought the exact same thing.
That's what I was thinking. Are we just scared because we're scared?
You're just still living in the past, guys. Get over it.
I was thinking more about how you was talking about all this, the weather change affecting these diseases. Mm-hmm. And they've been running mad propaganda about telling people that. You know what I mean? I mean, the propaganda, there's no wonder everybody wants to take pills. It is scary. Like, it's a fear left and right, and they're using that, as we all know, to push us into a controlled, censored society. That's why I was saying nobody's reading it either, because the algorithm only gives it to you if you're interested in it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it tries to, based on your history, it creates pretty much a profile of you, where it's profiling you guys and anticipating what you may like to see next.
And it's enticing. They use such an enticing scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
Alright. Yeah.
Exhausted.
You had a long day.
It's been a long day for everyone, yeah.
Yeah. So when we're old people and seniors, we're going to live in a little glass cage that's a smart home. Our friend's going to be a robot named Sophia. I'm the first generation. Yeah. It's going to take all of it. We're going to have the little, what was the hero? Was the health bot?
Yes.
Max?
What was Baymax?
Baymax.
Yeah, Baymax. And then that was Big Hero 6. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I really like that movie.
Yeah.
I know it's a kid's movie, but it's one of my, favorites.
He had those nano things.
Yeah, nanobots, nanotechnology. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, this is just a little bit of chit chat with us. We're going to wrap it up.
Little segment. Thank you for joining us. 304 BB Hits, Jim in the Mountain.
Peace out.